After a long, hard day, 200 miles through the rivers, we were on our last leg up the Barama to Ianna Landing. One more stop at Coe Creek to drop off JJ, who was going to work as an operator in the goldfields, and pick up Murray, who was just finishing his turn and getting ready to head back home with us. Stopping here for
JJ.
Oh, JJ's getting off here. All right, we'll see you then, buddy. Canada. I was born in Guyana. My family's from the Pomeroon, and my grandfather, he mined. Well, he was the first one to claim Sweetheart and Stonehill claims, the mining, and it's still being mined. So I'm going up to see what he saw. You know, have a little adventure.
Okay, good luck. It's nice to someone his relatives can pursue what he was after.
Well, I just want to see.
You never know.
I think you're mad.
Yes, most people would think we are. My wife says the same thing, you know.
Oh God! You don't see my wife with me, do you? She thinks I'm maybe a little crazy too.
What's your name? Sorry.
Greg D'Souza.
Mike Chong.
Mike Chong. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Nighttime was coming. The storm was coming, and Chinese was in a big hurry to get to Ianna Landing. Arrived at Ianna Landing just in time to beat the rain. Soon we hung our hammocks. Murray, Chinese, myself, and two young miners, one who had a hammock and also had malaria terribly, and the last one who didn't have a hammock.
I was working at Coe Creek Bagdam. I work as an operator, excavator in mining, right? Before then I used to do mining just like anybody else. But as time goes by, you're in the mining, you develop different skills and you move on doing different things, right? In mining is not only just about you work for gold, but you work with somebody where you can like even do things like cooking, right? You work as a boatman, operator, whatever, and you get yourself a salary. And if you work in the pit as a miner, then you work and you get paid like on production. Whatever you produce is what you get paid on, right? So what I was doing, I was working as an operator. I earned myself a salary, right? So that's it.
For the straight salary.
Yeah, straight salary.
Yeah, and how long are you away from your family?
Oh, I'm just like about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who do you have at home waiting for you?
I have my wife, not really my wife, but I own her as my wife because she have 2 kids for me.
She's your wife.
Yeah.
She is your wife.
Okay.
That's crazy not to
Yeah.
They think anything different.
Yeah.
Why would you hesitate to say wife? That's you have 2 children. She's your wife.
Now, not everybody lives a perfect life, right? And
what is the perfect life?
like, being at home, just You've been home taking care or overlook them every day or every minute or every hour of the day. Every minute, every hour of the day or something like that.
Right.
Right? But you see, for pork knuckles now, like me, right, I choose not to marry, right? Because most of the time, you be away from your family most times actually. But when you be away from your family, different things take place, whatever your family, your wife or your whoever, she might get engaged to different activity with different people. Then sometime by the time you come back, she go with somebody else. You live like that.
Because you're away for so long,
Yeah,
your wife may end up going with somebody else.
yeah.
And
These things.
because you're away for so long,
Mhm.
you may end up with somebody else. Is that what
Um,
you're saying?
yeah. Things like that does happen, but for me, I don't do it like that, right? Because I find it with many women. I had many women. I have many children model, but this one I with we worked together before now, right? Then she had my daughter, my big daughter, who was like about 16 years now, and then we go back together, and then she having a 10-year very soon son for me.
And you've been together for more than 10 years.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So she's your wife.
Yeah, but
Whether you actually churched or not, it is. This is a thing I read about in William Beard's book.
okay.
He had like 18 children by 18 different women all over the place.
Yeah, these things happen, right? Because some men do it deliberately, I would say then, right? But for me, I always get a problem with my partner who I do have. That's one of the reasons I choose not to marry, and also I change many women. I would say in my early age, right? But at this age now, I'm kind of, my mind is settled. I'm not that excited like when I was more younger.
So being a pork knocker is not really great for family life.
No, it's not that good for family life because it's a chance you're taking, like to go out working, expect to produce, right? So when you produce, that's your income. So if you don't produce, you have no income, right? So it's hard for a family man or family men go out,
I mean, the other thing with pork knockers, when they do produce, they make a lot of money.
Yeah,
They're famous for going to town and spending it all
right.
quick.
Not even in town, but on the landing, like for instance here, right? Over there, whatever. And they spend months and months, and then before they decide to go home and they forget about the family. Yeah. Whereby some I would say some of us, because I'm including myself in this, whenever I go out as a pork knocker, I go out looking for, we would say, money so that we could make our family comfortable. And when you leave home, right, it's another thing that it's communication. So you actually let them know what's taking place with you in the background, right? So they must know.
Now these days, in the old days when my papa came here, for that 2 months he was gone. He was dead to them. They were dead. He didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
There's no way of communicating.
Right.
And now we're used to a world with internet and cell phone and stuff. But we get here, and there's no internet or cell phone or stuff. So how do you communicate with your family from now, here?
From here. Presently, now it's different, right? We have this radio set. Sometimes a camp might have it. Actually, every camp. And they hook up with an, we call it a phone patch. Somebody like in charity, do these kind of things, do it for business, like making money.
Right.
And
so there's a way to do it.
Yeah, you go on the radio set and you call whoever they dial a number for you and you call home. Dial a number, you call somebody else, whatever, some relatives and so. So it's more, it's more different than
You can.
way back when I start.
Can you have like a private conversation with somebody in that way, or is it people listening?
It's open. Anybody could hear.
So that's
But
kinda hard.
what happened now too, right? Is that some miners they have like satellite phone because where I went, presently where I came from, the same fellow Mike,
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
he has satellite phone. We have a radio set, right? So we could communicate.
Yeah. So you have to borrow his phone.
Yeah.
Thing he has to let
But
people use.
with the satellite phone, the call is very expensive, so you
Right.
have to
Right. Right.
minimize your conversation.
Yeah. Now, with the skills that you have developed here, you could work at many other things.
Yeah,
Heavy machinery operators are needed in all kinds of things usually,
yeah,
and even other countries.
yeah.
You ever thought of going away even just for a while to make more money as an operator?
Yeah, I could, yes. If I get the opportunity, maybe I could do so. But I never had the opportunity, so that's why I've been here.
You ever think of taking a walk to another country?
No, I never been to another country. I went on the borderline of Guyana, like Venezuela, Suriname, Brazil. Just let him.
Yeah.
Mostly
Now,
along the
Yeah.
border.
In your family, your extended family, did other people go away?
Yeah,
So where you got relatives at?
I have relatives in not like my brother or sister, but I have a niece who's in America, but she's pretty young yet. But I have other relatives in America, in Canada, and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of Guyanese people left.
Yeah,
Now, you keep doing this job. Why? What is good about it?
it brings the income, for you and for me then, and then at least the income that I get from it, I try to make my family happy,
Yeah.
right?
I get a sense talking to a lot of guys in Georgetown anyways, and guys who've done this kind of work as well,
Yeah.
and other things, everything right to a doctor I talked to. And I got a sense that the men feel free in Guyana. They feel a freedom here, that they don't feel constrained. I don't know. Do you feel that way at all?
Yeah, it's like to me, I feel free. I'm happy down here, right? With whatever little comes in, you're happy about it. We have no disaster, no whatever,
Yeah.
because
But that- yeah.
we're very free down here. And actually, I would say we're happy people down here.
You ever get malaria working in the bush?
Yes, many times I get it, but 2-3 years straight, like 92,
Yeah.
93, 94 to 95.
Did you take the medicine for it?
Yeah, but it's dangerous when you know get it. It's very bad.
Okay.
Bad.